In the final years of World War II, the skies over Germany became the stage for a clash of titans. The P-51 Mustang was a long-range escort fighter born from cross-Atlantic collaboration. It was powered by the Packard-built Merlin V1657, an American-produced version of Rolls-Royce's famous engine. With 150-octane fuel and war emergency power technology, it could push out more than 1,700 horsepower, though only for short bursts. The key to its dominance was the two-stage, two-speed supercharger. This system gave the Mustang unmatched high-altitude performance, even at 30,000 feet, while German engines like the DB605 or BMW 801 could not match this capability. The Mustang's laminar flow wing added another edge. Its fuel efficiency reached full potential when paired with the Merlin's steady output at altitude. Together, wing and engine created a perfect balance of range and power. The supercharger was activated automatically with altitude. For most pilots, this was seamless, but if the activation came during a sharp, high-G maneuver, the sudden change could briefly cut power and catch an inexperienced pilot off guard. The Focke-Wulf 190D Dora is essentially a coiled spring. Its Junkers J213A engine is a new liquid-cooled V12 that transforms the fighter's high-altitude performance. It is built for climbing. With the MW50 injection system and Überlastbetrieb, or excess power mode, the Dora delivers brutal bursts of speed and power. From sea level, it climbs at an initial rate of more than 3,700 feet per minute. This explosive vertical performance lets it strike from above with devastating force. But the power comes with a price. The Junkers single-stage supercharger causes a dangerous lag when shifting gears, creating a flat spot in power that can be fatal in combat. And while the Dora's potential is enormous, fuel shortages and supply problems late in the war mean the aircraft on the front line rarely achieved their full, devastating capability. In the skies above Europe, these two machines are a study in contrast. The Mustang is faster, but the Dora climbs like a rocket, and in a dogfight, a few feet per second of climb rate can mean the difference between life and death. When it comes to firepower, the FW190D was like an axe, while the Mustang was like a hammer. The P-51D's armament consisted of 6 50-caliber Browning M2 machine guns with a total of about 1,880 rounds. U.S. pilots often harmonize their guns for lethality, giving them a focused burst of about 6,000 to 7,000 rounds per minute. The 50-cal machine guns had a high muzzle velocity of around 890 meters per second, making it a flatter and easier to aim than the German 20mm cannon. P-51D used special API, or armor-piercing incendiary rounds, that were highly effective at igniting fuel tanks and damaging engines. The M2 Browning machine guns were also renowned for their reliability, rarely jamming under the stress of combat. The P-51D's pilot was well protected, with a laminated bulletproof windscreen and a thick armored seat plate that could stop 13mm rounds. The fuselage and wing tanks were also self-sealing, enough to prevent catastrophic explosions from smaller caliber hits. However, a well-placed 20mm cannon round could still be catastrophic to P-51D. The FW190D9 standard armament was a potent mix, which included two 13mm MG131 machine guns in the nose and two formidable 20mm MG151/20E cannons in the wing roots. Each cannon fired high explosive or incendiary shells, and just a few direct hits could tear a B-17 apart. The Dora's centralized gun placement provided a tighter grouping than the Mustang's widely spaced wing guns, giving it superior accuracy at close to medium range. The 20mm cannons could also fire specialized Minenschuss or mine shells, which were thin-walled HE shells with more explosive filler. It's capable of ripping off control surfaces or blowing a wing apart of a P-51D with a single hit. The Dora's pilot was also protected by a thick 50mm armored glass windscreen and a steel-armored headrest and backplate. While this armor could stop 50 cal rounds at typical ranges, the Dora's inline engine lacked the natural durability of its radial engine predecessors. A concentrated burst from a P-51 into the wing root or engine could still prove fatal, and the Dora's cockpit area was less extensively armored, making a lucky shot more deadly. Ultimately, this comparison highlights a key difference in their design philosophies. The P-51 was built for volume and reliability, delivering a sustained storm of fire to overwhelm its target's defenses. The FW-190, in contrast, was designed for a single, decisive strike, relying on the explosive power of its cannons to tear an opponent apart with a brief, brutal volley. Both the P-51D and Focke-Wulf 190D were masters of a tactic known as boom and zoom, which capitalized on their high-speed performance rather than sustained turning. The P-51D was definitely a master of the dive. It could safely exceed 500 miles per hour, and its clean aerodynamics meant it accelerated faster in a dive than almost all German fighters. Mustang pilots praised its stable firing platform and its ability to retain good aileron and elevated authority even at very high speeds, allowing for accurate bursts of fire. After a high-speed pass, the Mustang's laminar flow wing helped it retain energy to perform a powerful zoom climb. With a sustained climb rate at around 3,200 feet per minute, its ability to enter a climb often outperformed higher thrust-to-weight German fighters. This made it a perfect fit for the U.S. pilot doctrine, which emphasized quick slashing attacks and followed by climbing away to repeat. The Focke-Wulf 190D was equally adept as an energy fighter. It could also safely dive past 480 miles per hour, which is a massive improvement over previous German fighters. The Dora's key advantage was its superior roll control in dives, allowing it to jink and roll even near its maximum velocity. Thanks to its powerful Junkers J213A engine, it had an exceptional dive acceleration edge, often matching or exceeding the Mustang in the initial stages of a dive. The Dora was praised as a stable gun platform. After a pass, the Dora's MW50 boost and strong energy retention in the vertical ensured a spectacular zoom climb performance. Its initial climb rate of up to 3,700 feet per minute was slightly better than the P-51D, making it formidable in vertical engagements. These shared tactical preferences cemented both as high-speed fighters rather than nimble turn fighters. They were built with a singular purpose in mind, that is to dominate the vertical and horizontal planes by using speed and energy to strike quickly and then disengage. It is a strategy that would become the defining characteristic of modern air combat. The tension mounts if each pilot decides to wield their machines through its paces. The Mustang was a graceful dancer. Its wide wings and balanced design gave it a better turn radius in a sustained dogfight. Its excellent energy retention from its sleek aerodynamics and laminar flow wing allowed it to sustain high-speed maneuvers and recover energy faster than many fighters. While its turn radius was wide at low speeds, its performance improved dramatically at medium to high speeds. Mustang pilots were trained to avoid prolonged turning dogfights and instead use energy tactics. They would dive to gain speed, make a slashing attack, and then zoom back up. It is a strategy that capitalized on the Mustang's ability to retain energy. The Mustang also had a surprisingly fast roll rate of about 100 to 110 degrees per second at 250 miles per hour, making it effective for quick combat reversals. In a dive, the Mustang was one of the best of the war, safely reaching over 500 miles per hour without structural failure. The Mustang's balanced control harmony and robust airframe made it predictable and stable under high-G loads, allowing skilled pilots to extract maximum performance in high-energy fights. The Focke-Wulf 190D's legendary roll rate was a terrifying sight. With a blur of motion, it could change direction faster than any other fighter, making it a frustratingly difficult target. It had a superb roll rate of 150 to 160 degrees per second, one of the highest of any World War II fighters, and could maintain that advantage even at high speeds. It wasn't built for turning, but for quick, lethal strikes. The Dora's larger airframe gave it a wider sustained turn radius than fighters like the Spitfire, so German pilots avoided low-speed turning engagements. It was, however, an excellent energy fighter, using its high power-to-weight ratio to dive and zoom back up with minimal speed loss. Its Junkers J213A engine gave it a spectacular zoom climb, a key escape tactic against Allied fighters. Ultimately, their handling characteristics cemented unique tactical roles. The Mustang was a superb high-speed energy fighter, designed to win fights through superior speed and strategic positioning. The Dora was an unparalleled prowler, using its phenomenal roll rate and vertical agility to dominate the skies in quick, aggressive passes. The conclusion is very clear. There's no single winner in terms of technical performance. While hard data on the exact kill ratio between the two planes is debated by historians, It's clear the P-51 was a major factor in the Allied victory. The P-51 is credited with destroying over 4,900 enemy aircraft, helping the Allies to a decisive victory in the air. Ultimately, these two magnificent aircraft represent the pinnacle of piston-engine fighter design. They were both brilliant machines built for different purposes, and their legacies continue to be debated by historians and enthusiasts. Thank you for watching, and please support my work by subscribing and purchasing my ebooks. You can find the links in my bio description or by searching for Adrian Langsford on Amazon.